Hi everyone, welcome and good evening. Hi, welcome to the latest edition of Sector Spotlight. Thanks for joining us. Uh, oh, there you are. Lovely. Yeah, so this month we're focusing on the theme of implementing change, helping businesses to navigate the evolving market landscape and make the necessary adjustments that are right for them. Our ongoing commitment to championing professional excellence across the sector, we're excited to share another interesting story from one of our NHBF members and learn about their business changes. So today, we're delighted to welcome Brooke Evans,
Hi everyone.
of the Grid Collective in Shropshire. Hi, Brooke, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm good. Are you?
Oh yeah, very good. Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Is there a little bit of background noise there? I think it's all right,
It's
isn't it?
probably, I am in the salon. I'm in between clients. So
Oh,
I was like, we'll do it. But it might be a bit noisy.
oh
So
no,
bear with.
no, totally fair enough, totally fair enough. Well, let's crack on then. So, it sounds like you've been a busy lady, and your business has been evolving recently. So, do you want to tell us a bit about what's been happening and share your story?
Yeah, sure. So back in 2019, I opened up the salon, which was Be Iron Bridge, and it was an employed salon. Over the years, we've had various members of staff employed. I've had apprentices, which, we've built up over the years. And then obviously, there's so much going on in the industry at the moment. There's a lot to keep up with, especially for salon owners. And February, well, prior to this, January we discussed it, but February I switched my model to a self-employed model. So everybody that works in the salon now works for themselves. I have nothing to do with anybody anymore. It's just myself behind the chair. Obviously, I run the salon, sort of thing, and then I work externally. So I am a very busy lady at the moment, but the change has been really welcoming.
Oh, wow. And what do you think has been the most surprising thing? And what have you learned over the last few months?
Oh my God, I have learned so much HR. For me, I just think I went into this quite naively, actually. I never really quite realised what was involved
Yeah.
changing a model and opening a new business and jumping through hoops with hairdressers that wanted to actually work here as a self-employed that were currently employed to go through that whole legislation. I learned so much that I had to make them redundant. I opened a new salon. I changed my brand, and ultimately all of that was just a massive eye opener. I took legal advice. I had a solicitor on board. I had a business advisor. So it wasn't just me as a hairdresser with no knowledge at all going into the dark. I very much had lots of avenues helping me along the way. So I knew I was doing everything correctly.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think the whole process has completely opened my mind, really.
Yeah. And how did you find the people you're collaborating with? Are they people you know in the local areas? It's not just hair, is it? You've got other creatives as well in your collective.
Yeah, so um I was approached. I mean, we've got nails, tattoos and
Yeah.
piercings at the salon. So one Hayley, our nail tech, actually wasn't she did nails at home before and she also worked part-time, but she was like, right, now's my time to go it on my own and I'm gonna work and trade somewhere, which was obviously where she chose here, and likewise for tattoos and piercings too. So we were approached by people from the area expressing their interest in wanting to work here. So that was great.
Oh, and do you find you're learning creatively from each other through the different disciplines or?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I admire all of their work. I mean, it's all an art, whether you're doing tattoos, whether you're doing nails, piercings, it all falls under that umbrella. And I think that's why it works so well here. everybody kind of like comes in and they're chatting about new trends and what's coming up, regardless of where and what you're doing. And it's really nice actually, because Stevens, we have clients that, you know, some clients that are going upstairs to go and get tattooed don't even realize we exist because they may have found the tattoos through her website. And then they're like, oh, I didn't realize this existed. So then they naturally then come and then as a client. So everybody bounces around each other, which is really great.
Yeah. So, but do you had obviously with the previous business, you probably had a set of business goals, and now with your new venture, how have they shifted then, and how have they evolved?
I mean, evolving has just been the word from day one. Obviously, when we opened the salon, the road flooded, and then a month after that, COVID happened, and then so it was just one thing after another. So I think when you're in business, you're forever evolving anyway. It just so happens to be, I feel like in the current times, you're evolving in ways that possibly you wouldn't choose to. Like you're also going down an avenue where actually you may not have chose that avenue. And I feel like that's a little bit where I was at. But I'm so glad I did it. And my business goals have changed slightly. However, I'm a mom now, and I feel like, you know, my personal life is so huge part of me now. This is allowing me to do as much work as I need to do, as well as being able to be part of my home life.
Yeah, yeah, you're a woman with a lot going on.
There's a lot going on at the moment.
So how do you, I mean, all this change, you know, you've had a big year, haven't you? A lot of change. How do you stay focused, and how do you keep motivated through it all?
It's hard, like without a doubt. I'm not saying that it's easy at all. I feel like I'm very focused in where I want to be in the future, and my previous model wasn't allowing me to get to that point.
Yeah,
So I felt like financial, obviously, like when you're employed, you pay into a pension scheme. You've got lots of avenues that, you know, are helping contribute to your future. When you're a salon owner or you're self-employed, you've got to find that yourself. And if it's not there available for you, you will not get that future. So that's where I had to change mine. And I feel like I'm very driven in that aspect, but I'm also driven in time now as well as financial. So before it was very much about what finances are coming in, but now I've got a family. It's like actually time for me is money. So if
yeah,
it allows me to have time with my family as well, that
yeah,
financially is really important to me.
yeah. And is it still possible to retain? I mean, you're a collective, aren't you? Is it possible to retain that team atmosphere with people supporting each other, or is it different?
I feel
Yeah.
that it's better.
Oh,
And I never expected to say that. I genuinely believed that we'd go into this and everyone would be doing their own thing and not really care about anybody else. And was one of the major worries of mine in changing this to more of a collective and a self-employed route. However, I don't know. I feel like there's a huge switch in vibe in here, and everyone is so much more driven, and clients have commented on the atmosphere, and it's so busy in here now, I guess, because everybody is self-employed. They are pushing themselves a lot more than maybe they would have when they were employed. The salon has got such a huge buzz about it at the moment. It's really being picked up on with clients. And I don't know, I think that naturally transpires in salon morale, regardless of being employed or self-employed. Everybody gets on really well, and I just think it's really nice. I'm really proud of that, yeah.
yeah. And presumably you sort of support each other with learning and training and you know, look out for opportunities and
Yeah, I mean, essentially, like everybody here now it's entirely up to them,
yeah,
like what colour brand they use or anything like that. However, people have ended up staying with the colour brand that we were with before. So naturally, you kind of do just help one another out,
yeah,
and it just doesn't feel strange or, you know, pushed, or it's just quite nice to be part. Everyone says you can't be a team. Okay, you can't be a team legally. Like there's lots of legal words that you're not meant to use.
yeah,
However, regardless of us not being a team, you know, together and all working from the same sheet, everybody just, I feel like, naturally has that way about them
yeah.
anyway.
And one thing I wanted to ask you is So previously, you've always had a real focus on sustainability, haven't you, in your business,
Yeah.
and won awards, and had some fantastic practices. Is that something that's still very at the heart of your new venture, or has it changed? Are you doing something?
It's certainly not
Yeah.
changed. I feel like it's an avenue that everybody is going down, and I feel like clients are very interested in seeking whatever it is now and it being sustainable. I have very much kept that going. We still have, like a lot of recyclable stuff in here, eco-friendly towels. We have a water filter. We have an air, like a lot of it was when we first started. So we've got like an air source heat pump and stuff. So
Wow.
that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff wouldn't change.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's still a huge part of the way it works here.
Yeah. And do you get feedback from the clients at all, or are they?
Yeah, I mean, what I've had clients travel from all over to come here, which obviously I'm super grateful for. But I have a lot of clients that come because they like the fact that there is an environmental backbone to it, and the products that we sell here and that we use here is very sustainable and vegan friendly, etc.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important that we continued to do that.
Yeah. And what kind of feedback have you had from your clients overall on the new look, the new branding, the new organization?
I mean, at the start, I've had like some diehard clients that were petrified of this
Oh,
whole. I think more of the sense of maybe they haven't experienced great changes before, maybe from self-employed. I'm not sure, but they were like, "What do we do? What's changing?" And
yeah,
actually, essentially, you're changing who you're paying and who you're booking through, etc. But the feel of the salon is still very much the same. And like I say, clients have had they love the brand. We're having a few tweaks in the salon as well, just to
yeah,
give it a bit of a fresh face. And they're loving to see that all come to fruition. And ultimately, they're just loving being. We are so busy now. I think they're just really enjoying being part of that buzz and that new adventure for the salon stylists that have like changed. They love to be part of that journey, and I don't know. I feel like that they really like to see you do well, and
yeah.
that's really really nice.
Oh, that is nice. So obviously you've had a bit of a mega year, and lots happened over the last couple of months. But what does the next few months look like? What are you excited about for the future?
There's so much good things to come. I actually said to my husband the other day, I'm like, there is literally not enough days in the weeks for me at the moment. So I've got a lot of really exciting things coming up with Alan Howard. I educate for them, so I work away with them quite a lot. I'm fully booked in the salon for like 6 weeks. So it's really
Oh,
nice to have a full column to be looking forward to and to see new clients as well. I feel like that never gets old. Seeing people walk through the door and leaving and rebooking, I think that's always such a nice pat on the back.
oh, wow. So what would be your kind of one piece of advice to anyone else kind of thinking about going down a similar route, thinking about the challenges and what you've learned already?
So, without a
Yeah,
doubt, I mean, I've had so many, when I announced that we were doing this, I've had so many people locally, like around the country, that have emailed me, messaged me on social media asking how I did it. Now, everybody and every salon is completely different. So,
yeah,
I 100% would say go and seek some legal advice
yeah.
first and have that conversation with your accountant. I had so many meetings with my accountant, and we looked over pros, cons, and lists of financial benefits and maybe not so great, etc. So you need to be proactive and not just be like, we're going to do it and then do it without any knowledge, because that's quite scary. And there'll be loads of hiccups on the way. So I definitely would say go and seek some proper advice. But ultimately, I feel like I really want everybody out there who is in a financial struggling situation at the moment to feel like there is ways around it. There's lots of hearsay on social media and on groups at the moment. worrying factors of saying that you can't do it, you can't change. However, you can. And I think it's really important for you to feel like there are options out there, but you need to go and seek them out yourself.
Yeah, yeah, it's so true, isn't it? It's about choices, and it's about options, and it's about what's right for you and what's right for you as a business, and to see, as you say, seek advice.
Yeah.
Make,
And it's not
yeah,
for everybody. Like I'm certainly not saying, shouting from the rooftops, this is the best thing ever for everybody, because it won't be. But it was right for me and my choice, and that's why I did it. But I certainly did a lot of homework beforehand to get to this stage. So I feel like that is definitely my advice, is to do your
oh,
homework.
oh, well, thank you so much for taking a bit of time out of your busy day to
That's okay.
share your story and
No problem. Thank you, Gabby.
so far. We really appreciate it, because it's, as you say, it is really challenging at the moment, and you know, there's a lot of challenges out there in the sector, and there's so many stories like yours of adaptability, businesses adapting and showing resilience, and you know, it's fantastic, really. So we wish you all the best, and
Thank you so much.
the next few months. So
Thank you.
thank you so much to you and to everyone who's joined us tonight. Just a couple of bits before we leave. So we're this month's theme of implementing change. We've got another webinar early next week, so don't miss that. Details on the Survival site, and take a look at the information there. So thank you so much, Brooke.
That's okay. Thank you for having me.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye.